everybody, welcome back to the Fit Forward Gym. Jesse here to take you through part 1 of our 6-part mini movement series. Today, we're going to focus on breathing, the most important foundational thing that you can do for your body. If you can't breathe, you can't exercise properly. It's akin to throwing a baseball when your whole body is rigid and tight. Proper breathing allows you to choose which muscles to contract so you're not within this full body tension. It also is the quickest access to your parasympathetic nervous system, which is your resting and digesting nervous system, so exercise doesn't feel as stressful and you can work out with more intensity. And it also puts your abdomen set up for success. And what I mean by that is that it properly braces your pelvic floor and core muscles. And it adds this great tourniquet of pressure, which is going to protect your lower back and actually depressurize your spine so it can take load in a more healthy and efficient way. So we're going to work on 2 different exercises today. The first is going to help you with the sequence of your breathing so that it's starting in the right place. And the second is going to focus on your abdominal strength and integrity. So to start, I'd like you to put one hand on your chest and one hand on your belly. This is purely feedback so you can feel where your breath is pushing into. You can do this either laying down or sitting up like I am here on my knees. And when you're ready, what we're going to do is take a nice deep breath in and exhale. And what I want you to notice is where your breath entered first. Did it push more into your hand on the top or the bottom? If you pushed more into the top when you started to breathe in and use your traps or your neck, that's a pattern that's inefficient and can really cause a lot of upper tract, neck, thoracic spine tightness. And it doesn't set you up for a proper core brace when you start to lift. The first part of your breath has to come from the abdomen. That's the first 80%. And then only the last 20 will you use these upper respiration muscles in the traps and in the chest. So let's try again, and let's try to push through our hand first, and then only at the end feel any pressure into our top hand of any contraction or energy coming from these upper respiratory muscles. It's going to really also help if you either breathe through your nose or like you're breathing in through a straw, because that's going to slow the air down so it doesn't all rush in at once. If you can slow that air down through some forced resistance, it's much more likely that your diaphragm is going to be able to actually expand and you're going to breathe in the right sequence. All right, so let's take 3 breaths together, sip through a straw or through the nose. Try to fill your tummy up with your hand first and only last feel any pressure on that top hand. Okay, here we go. Breathe in and out. We're trying for about a 4 count in, 4 count out. Again, in and out. Pay attention. Are you raising your shoulders? Are you contracted here? Try to stay nice and relaxed. Breathe in and breathe out. You're going to want to work on that for about 10 breaths and try to improve the efficiency of your sequence, getting that air in here first and here last. The second exercise we're going to do is called a crocodile breath. And this is an awesome exercise for actually learning how to fully expand your diaphragm north, south, east, and west so you're getting that great pressurized strength through your pelvic floor and spine that I was speaking about earlier. So here when you breathe, you want to make sure that you're breathing in and ballooning out that belly as big as you can, making a big Buddha belly, not only in this area, but also in the sides. All right, see if when you breathe in, you can actually push your fingers out with a big Buddha diaphragm belly. You can picture like a little kid or toddler, how they breathe with their big belly, or you can also picture like an actual Buddha statue with that big belly. A lot of us over-contract our core all the time because we want to look thinner, and that actually sets us up for a very short, weak abdomen and psoas, which can cause problems in the lower back or the hips. So to do this exercise, we're going to focus on that big balloon on the inhale and then a full breath out and contraction. Get all that breath out on the exhale and then bring it all back in. And we're gonna lay on our stomach because we're gonna use the ground to push into, just like our hand was here before. Now the ground's gonna give us some feedback so we know that we're breathing through the right sequence of our lower body here and not our chest, okay? And the last thing this is gonna do, it's really gonna relax your lower back if you have back problems, because it's gonna put you in this prone position laying this way. And a lot of people feel some extension energy here, and it's gonna really soften that as well. So it's a really great thing to do before we do any exercise. Okay, so I'll back up here so you can see, and I'm gonna lay here, and I'm gonna come down on the ground. Okay, I'm gonna put my hands on my elbows, or right on my elbows down and hands on my fingers. And I'm gonna sip through that straw for 4 seconds. Breathe in. And out for 4. See if you can go north, south, east, west, pushing your whole tummy out. Use the ground to help for feedback, and breathe in. And out. I still have some resistance on the exhale too, so the air doesn't just all flow out. You want a little resistance on the inhale, a little resistance on the exhale. You can use a tss or whatever stops that airflow a little bit. Okay, let's do one more. And in. And out. Great job, guys. So let's work on this for about a week every day, improve our sequence of breathing, and improve our ability to balloon out our abdomen north, south, east, west to get better pressure and force through our abdomen. Now you can choose where you stress your muscles versus that stress being chosen for you in this all-out body contraction. Have fun, guys, and I'll see you next time for part 2 of our movement series. Take care.